What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Ian K backing in with another one for you, this time over at Wingstop, because it looks like they've upgraded their chicken tenders so much so that they're actually calling them new, and the reason for that is because they're supposedly more crispier than usual. And guys, we gotta see if that's actually gonna be true, so feast your eyes on what I've got here, what they're calling the new crispier chicken tenders. These definitely look like the same ones I've always had, but hopefully it's gonna deliver in the crunchy department as well as the flavor. So sit tight, because after this quick intro coming up, you're about to peep this out.
Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
Alright, so right off the break, let me just tell you guys, outside of my regular reviews here on the channel, I'm typically over at Wingstop getting their lunch combo. I mean, the chicken sandwich stuff is always pretty awesome. So the tenders I do get on occasion as well, and I gotta say guys, these are looking exactly the same from what I'm used to over here at Wingstop. In terms of the crunchiness, I guess, that's gonna be the main thing. So just for the quick breakdown before we get into it, what we've got here, in this case, is gonna be a 4-piece order of their quote-unquote crispier chicken tenders. Basically, it's nice white meat, solid blocks of it that are fried up to a crispy golden brown, but they're coated in a crispier, more flavorful breading, and I gotta say, a lovely situation. And of course, they're gonna be advertising this being perfectly paired with any of their 12 bold flavors on the menu. So in this case, I decided to go with my old standby, lemon pepper. It's one of my all-time favorites, and I definitely wanted to give it a shot because I also wanted to see the breading itself to see if it was gonna be any different. Off to the side for dipping, of course, it's going to come with a side of their house-made ranch, always a banging situation. But guys, again, these are looking just like what I'm used to getting over here, but hopefully they're going to be crispier and crunchier at the same time. So let's not waste any more time on this one. Let's get into it to confirm it. These are what they're calling the quote-unquote crispier chicken tenders. New over here at Wingstop. Let's peep out this flavor. So yeah, it's crispy fried chicken over here at Wingstop. Outside of the wings, naturally, it's always a banging situation to go with these tenders. So these are minutes old. They are very hot. And let me just tell you guys, pretty thick actually. That's looking pretty nice there. Feast your eyes on all the goodies, the nooks and the crannies that are going to be all encased in ranch pretty soon. Let's give it a shot and see exactly how amazing these are. These are what they're calling the crispier chicken tenders over here at Wingstop. Let's peep this out. It's the same thing. It's tasty, it's flavorful. Saltiness is on point, but I'm not really getting anything in terms of crispier or bigger, really. I mean, maybe this one's a little bit thicker, but some of them are like that, some aren't. The white meat, pretty juicy on the inside. I mean, it's a tasty tender, don't get me wrong, it's tasty, but I don't know, for something that warrants, and maybe they're just relaunching these on the menu and say, hey, guess what? We've got chicken tenders, they're crispier. Come get it with one of your favorite sauces out of the 12. So let's keep going in. I mean, it's delicious, but in terms of it being crispier, I'm not getting a different vibe with this. So the saltiness is good. Let's just go for the little dip. A little freak nasty. When I dip, you dip, we dip into some of their house-made ranch. Always a lovely treat over here. A lovely thing indeed. And incidentally, outside of the $8.49 that I paid for the 4, you can do $9.99 and get, I believe, a 3-piece with some fries and a drink. So that's their main combo that they're promoting here as well. But as you can see, guys, I mean, it's a nice tender. Don't get me wrong, it's tasty. But in terms of it being crispier, maybe it's just the sauce that I have, because I'm getting a lot of that flavor of the lemon and the pepper in there as well, too. Let's just keep going. It's the same thing, but it's delicious. Very tasty. So, it's not horrible by any stretch of the imagination. So if you love Wingstop, you'll definitely love this. But overall, for a little quickie look at what's supposed to be crispier, maybe your mileage may vary. Some pieces may be thicker than others, but so far it's just okay. So let's just knock out this one here and then we'll move on. But it's tasty. I love Wingstop anyway. But in terms of what this is, I think it's a little bit of a marketing spin, to be honest. It is what it is, right? Let's keep going in. Juicy white meat. And again, plenty of money shots all throughout for you guys. Very, very juicy. The lemon pepper is awesome. Second favorite, the Lakers legendary garlic, which I checked out. You can probably check that review on the screen coming up right now. A lovely situation. But this is a very tasty flavor anyway, with the lemon and the pepper. So let's go for one more bite on this one. We'll wrap the review with the rating coming up next. But if you love their chicken tenders over here, you'll love these that much more, because some of these may be bigger than usual here. But overall, it's really the same type of thing, guys. So I'm not getting a crispy or crunchier vibe with this, but it's still delicious for what it is. So let's go for one more bite on this, and then we'll wrap the review with the rating coming up next. Hang on. Well, there's nothing out of the ordinary with this one as far as I'm concerned, guys. It's still very tasty chicken over here at Wingstop nonetheless, and obviously pairing it up with one of your flavors over here out of the 12 is going to be a beautiful thing, along with the house-made ranch for dipping. But still, when it comes to it being crispier, let's just say it's still crispy, the flavor is awesome, but I think there's just a little bit more marketing thrown in for this one this time. But still, pretty tasty for what it is. Well, I'm not overly disappointed, but I was hoping to be a little pleasantly surprised with this one. It is what it is, right? So overall, I'm going to have to give what they're calling the crispier chicken tenders over here at Wingstop just an okay 8 out of 10. And that's still a pretty solid score for what it is because, guys, they were super fresh. The chicken was juicy, the white meat on the inside. The length was pretty decent as well. Size-wise, some are a little bit smaller than others, but still very flavorful. And again, the saltiness is on point. Pairing it up with that ranch is definitely a banging situation anyway. So guys, like I said, familiar, but like I said, also a little bit of marketing spin thrown in with this one as far as I'm concerned. All right, so do me a quick favor like always. Drop those comments down below. What did you guys think of the crispier chicken tenders over here at Wingstop? Did they look like they were a little bit crispier to you? If you've given these a shot already, do you agree that they actually are crispier? Or are they pretty much the exact same thing that you've been used to for so long? What do you guys personally think? Drop those comments down below and definitely let me know. And with that, it's your boy Ian K closing out another high quality foodie feature for you here on Peep This Out Reviews, bringing you brand new content every single week here on my channel. And just in case you didn't see the one I did before this one, you can find it right up over here, along with what I think YouTube's going to recommend for you to check out as well. As always, I think you'll find something to like in both of them, and I'll definitely catch you in the next one. So until next time, stay frosty.